All right. Hello, strangers. Strange Worlds Unlimited. I'm your host, Fred Strange. Um, and we're playing Sims 4 as soon as it finally shows up on the screen. There we go. I'm getting music. I don't know if you guys are getting music. I'm getting music. Okay. It did register the fact that I wanted to save. Imagine doing all that work and not saving. Oh, I've had that happen. I've done all sorts of work on the place, and then power cut out, or the game froze or something, and oh boy, and the wife is talking to me here. Alright, well, this continues to save up. Hold on for a second. Yeah, apparently my stream disconnected here for a while. Let's see. Let me. Alrighty, so here we go. Yeah, we have to do something about these. So, so alrighty. So yeah, we've if you missed the last hour, missed the last episode, I was complaining about the fact that these onsens are big enough to support a family of 8, whatever. I think you could fit all 8 people into a if you pack the house with 8 people, I think they'll all fit in this onsen, in this hot spring. But for purposes of this house, the fact that you can't manipulate the size of this hot spring to be any bigger or in any other shapes is kind of a bone of contention with me. It's they missed a beat, because like I said, it's a hot spring. Like I said the last hour, it's a hot spring. It's a pool of water that takes the shape of there's no definable shape. It's a pond, it's a pool of water, it's a lake, it's a small little lake full of hot water. You can sit in it, and it operates as a hot tub. It's a hot tub, it's a swimming pool, it's a bath. It kind of operates as a combination of all those things at once. So and the people of Japan kind of use it for all three, or a combination of, some you can, they're happy you can, take a full-on bath in it. Others kind of use it more of as a hot tub. You don't necessarily want to, you don't necessarily. They discourage actual bathing in it. But hello, oh boy, okay, V Rose, and VR Rose. Okay, hello. Welcome to the Hinata Inn. We are making it. I finally got my hands on the Snowy Escape. pack, and we are. This is a house. This is a building that I made. Oh, a long time ago, or at least a year ago. But now that we've got this pack, and it's I used this when it came out, and V is right. Okay, all right. Well, V is the easy part. It's the ROSE. Is I'm not too sure of how. Is it Rose or is it? I don't know. Rose. Rose. It is V Rose. Okay. Like the flower. Okay. All right. Cool. Alrighty. Alright, so anyway, well, I'm Fred, by the way, so Fred Strange. Yes, I'm strange. It's a strange name, I'm a strange guy. It's an old joke I hear, my short time as a teacher, I heard all the jokes that I used to hear when I was a kid. It was and I haven't heard an original one in 30 years. 30 plus years. Yes, I'm that old. So, but anyway, yeah, it's a pool. It's supposed to fill up a certain space, right? And I mean, you can manipulate the size. Fred is one of the. It's also a rare name, and it's also one of the. It's the problem with Fred is that it's one of those names that everybody goes to name things after. They'll name their dogs, they name their cats, they name their or various other pets and things like that. They'll name odd characters Fred, so it's like, and then have them do odd things. So it's a rare name. There's very few people of my generation and younger named Fred. I've met one. Let me rephrase that. There's very few Americans. There's very few Americans of my generation, which is Gen X and younger, named Fred. I've met a few Hispanic people, my generation or younger, named Fred. And usually, it could be because they're Alfredo or some, or there's a few Fredericks, Federicos out there, and they've, shortened it to Fred or Freddie. But very few. Yeah, Fred Savage. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's he's one of the few. But in terms of my personally actually meeting another Fred, in my generation, I know a few other people that are older than me. I know several people who are in the baby boom generation and or older that have been named. I'm named after my grandfather. So there's lots of Freds through those generations, but there's hardly any in the Gen X or millennial or So I met one. And he was the third in his family line, and he named his son Fred. It's like, what were you thinking? His only son, I might add. What were you thinking? Naming your son Fred? Are you crazy? So here we go. But anyway, what should we do here? How can we make this look nicer? I did myself I suppose I did myself this disservice by putting this, because I started this off on a 50 by 40 lot, because all I had at the time I built this, all I had was kind of like the base pack stuff. So I can't remember the name of the only open map that we've got. It's expensive. This is the Love Hina. This is the main set of the Love Hina manga and anime. This is called the Hinata Inn. It's a The premise of this building is that it was an inn up in the mountains. So this is kind of the wrong location for this in this particular setting, but this is the best setting in order to get the better setting would be up on the mountain, but it'd be perpetual winter. The house itself, it's an inn at the top of a hill. And it has hot springs in the back, and it was a place. It was a hotel. It was an inn. People could go there and stay. And then it later gets converted into a dormitory, an apartment, mainly for girls. And the premise is that the owner's grandson takes control of this inn. So basically, here is this one guy. He's in between. He's trying to get into college, and keeps on failing the entrance exams to get into college. And he particularly wants to go to Tokyo University, specifically. And he's not settling for anything else. It's Tokyo or nothing. It's Tokyo U or nothing. And he's 20 years old. He's been 2 years trying to get into this into this university and failing at every step. And so his grandmother gave him this, the inn to manage, run, and kind of help, study in. And so here's this 20-year-old guy in this place that's for a girl. It's a girls' dormitory. So there's 5 or 6 other girls. 5 other girls living here. And have been living here, and they're all 20, 19 and younger. I think they range in age from the youngest is 12 up to 19. So, but yeah. So and of course it's a harem comedy, a romantic comedy harem thing, and so there all the antics and things ensue. So that's a favorite it's a favorite of mine. I'm a fan, and so this is basically is the inn, as best as I can work it out, based on the design of the manga. The anime has a slightly different design to it, but this is what's in the manga. So you can go get the Love Hina manga, open it up. And if you gotta go a few volumes in before he actually shows you the map, the layout of this. But this is the layout of it. So it's 3 stories from here, but this is basically the basement. The ground level is here, because like I said, it's up a mountain. It's up at the side of a mountain. So this is the entrance is here. The entrance is up a nice long stairway up a mountain, flattens out. Kind of a landing area, and then you get this area, and then it goes uphill even more, and then you get the hot springs, and that hot springs actually empties out into a creek behind here, and then there's a big old ravine, and then there's even more buildings back there, but that's too big for any of this. So it's expansive, it's expensive. And once we're getting, so like I said, I built this a long time ago. Now that I have this pack with all the neat little Japanese styled things, now we can go in here and really, now I can really make this, the kind of, place it's supposed to be. So, and the problem is that, there's a lot of, the author left a lot of rooms open. This is kind of a workout room for one of the characters. She's big time into kendo. One of the characters is big time on cooking, and so there's a rather large. The youngest character does all the cooking and all the laundry, so she spends when she's not in school, she spends half her time in here, and the other half of her time up here doing laundry. The youngest character, and sadly, she is the best cook of them all. Another one is really into robotics and electronics and things like that. One's a drunk, so I gotta put a bar in here somewhere. Probably back here somewhere. But the problem is that there's a lot of rooms like this. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that there's going to be a room here. Yeah, right. And the thing about it, this is sadly this is kind of turned the wrong way. But this is kind of like an observational deck, and the way that like I said, the thing is at the top of a hill, and the hill looks down and overlooks, the town below, the village below, and I believe the ocean off in the distance. So sadly, we're not going to get quite that view. It'd be, we would get that view if we had this thing turned around the other way, but then we wouldn't be able to get into the place. But so this is it's an observation deck, but that they go up there to kind of just go up there and observe and look at things. So yeah, so it doesn't quite fit this setting, but you can't have everything, right? Sadly because the because the people in charge of this game, the creators of this game, only gave us one empty world, to do things in. You have to. You can't have matching furniture. Can't have matching anything. Can't have matching scenery. Can't have matching anything. So, but anyway, yeah. So I guess they'll have the observation deck will be back here. Now, let me see. Let's see if I can get this now. Bamboo fence. Yeah. Let's get down so I can actually see where I'm looking at here. Can I run this across that way? Yeah, okay. Now here's the thing that I hate. It won't let me connect the fence to the house. Because the house is slightly on a rise. If you notice, this is, in order to make everything match up and be on the land like this had to be just a little higher than the land itself. I couldn't have it flush. Well, it's actually accurate to the, to the actual design. The floor is, you have to make it smaller, move to the house, and then extend it. The house is a certain height off of the thing. Like that. I don't know if I can do that. Let's go back. Will that work? Kinda does. But it won't connect to that. Alright. Let's get rid of all this then. Nah, there's a better way to do this. Get rid of that too. Damn you. There we go. It would be. Then pick it up and move it where you want. Well, I think I figured something out here. There we go. This should. There we go. At least that'll link up with that. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. So I'll have more of an open area here. And then I need to get rid of that. There we go. Haha. Okay. So I guess that'll do it. Wish I could color this something different. It'd be easier if it wasn't in chat. Yeah. Yeah. Can I color this something different? What is this? Platform trims. See, it won't do anything to this. Be nice if it did something with this. It wasn't white, you know. I wish I could recolor this somehow. Yeah, I can change the foundation, but it really isn't a foundation per se. It's just kind of sitting on a platform. And, you know, before they had platforms, I mean, I had to kind of use, you know, I had to use, you know, these are the new platforms that we've got right here. Hopefully you can see that. So those are the new platforms we got, and then you can, and they're stackable and everything like that. But what we, you know, before we had that, I had to deal with, you know, these and these in order to build these floors. But the thing is that I don't think, you know, you've got platform trims, but those are for the platforms. So, and I've already done, whoops, and I've already done that here. But if I could extend this around, you see that white area right there, if I could extend that all the way around, then, you know, problem solved. That's exactly what I want. But, yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't see the thing that'll allow me to do that. Oh! Oh, now, there's something. Oh, there it is. Exterior trims. You gotta go all the way to the roof line in order to find it. Okay, well there we go. All right, so now I gotta find a matching color. Good luck, right? All right. Now, how far around did that go? Did that go everywhere? And I mean everywhere, everywhere? Ooh. How do you like that? Oh, how sweet. Okay. What I may do is I'll go around and I'll change the color of these things later, but for right now. Ha! Jeez Louise, huh? Oh, I did it by accident here. I should change that. Let's do that. Okay. That's too red. No. Let's just do, yeah. Do. There we go. Yeah, right. You'd assume the foundation would would do this better. It'd make more sense for it to be a foundational. That's why I was kind of looking down at the floor things there. It's like that should be down in the foundations. It's a foundational thing, but no, it's there we go. I gotta go through and manipulate a couple of these roofs too. Just, nice dark black trim there. There's so many, especially right here. There's so many roofs that I had to place in order, because this entire thing is, these pathways are completely covered. Because Japan is on the eastern seaboard, and so therefore they get the same kind of weather that one would normally associate with places like New York and the New England states and what have you. Ooh, there's a good. Let's see if we can replace that one. There we go. I don't know if I can. That might be better. Ah, you bastards, come here. Well, I don't know. Is that better? That may not be better. I like that. I liked it the way it was. Yeah. We'll keep it the way it was. Alright. These stream other things besides Sims. Yes. A lot of Minecraft. Minecraft, I've actually only just started really streaming Sims stuff. Because I wanted to make this. That roof should be bowed a little bit more. Yeah. That's too much. Yeah, we'll leave that as is. Okay. I wonder if that, because they do get snow, I wonder if that helps with the snow effect any. The fact that they've got, the fact that they get their particularly the older buildings, which is, this is supposed to emulate, the early pre-Western styled, You know, before the Americans in particular and Europe in general became such a heavy influence on Japanese culture as it has. I wonder, you know, I wonder if the slope of these roofs being curved like that. I wonder if that helps with snow or anything. Because I know in certain parts of the world they gotta have the put teeny windows up in the attic walls. Yeah, probably. But they didn't really have. I don't think I'm gonna have to look at the books. I don't think they really had too many. That was straight. That much is one of the other things that they do, which of course is impossible for this game to do, is not only would they stand on the deck, but they'd actually climb up onto the roof here and stand on the roof and look out onto the ocean too. It just gives them a slightly higher advantage than by the railing there. I'm not too sure if they had any windows or anything. Of course, I got to go through in here and change all the windows, as it is anyway. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're about halfway through. The stream ends at 9:30, so Pacific time here. So we got about another 20 minutes, half an hour. So. Oh, yeah, I remember why that's there. Okay. So now. Problem is that doesn't do anything with the fences. Just gonna have to fill this up with rocks and trees and stuff just to make it look nice. A lot of custom content. Oh, that's got all the sand on it. Damn. I don't want a Zen garden. Nope. I need bigger. I need like way bigger rock. Ah. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see. Can I get... Oops. Well. Get a little bigger. Nope. Too big. Ah. Let's see. Oops. Trees. What do we got here? Japanese pine. Can we make that bigger? Oh, we can. Wow, okay. Ah! You bastard, it's too big. Alright. Put you over there. I don't want to put it too close because I want to be able to actually see what's going on in here. put a sakura tree in here or not? Because I've got the sakura trees, which I'm shocked they don't have. Oh. No. That's better. Nope. Okay, fine, I got you. Go away now. Damn thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we have a... Need some, yeah, move objects. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. I think that's about the only way I'm really going to be able to do this. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm an idiot. Can I? I can! Holy cats. But it fills up the entire freaking space. Oh, too big. Damn. Oh, well. Oh, well. Right? Yeah. I'm an idiot. I could have filled in that entire space, but I think it filled in the entire space, such that it still wouldn't have worked. Because, you know, like I said, my complaint my last hour was the fact that I can't manipulate the size of this thing. It should, I was, you know, it should be more like a swimming pool where you can, you know, put a pool in and be like that, but you know, but it still serve this, you know, function of a hot spring, so an onsen, which is, you know, it's a swimming pool slash hot tub slash bathtub. It's all of those things at once, which, you know, makes them unique in that sense. These kind of hot springs, and you know, they're all over the place in Japan. Needs reeds and yeah. Probably does. Probably would, huh? Need more foliage. Not grass. Cactus wouldn't exactly work. Yeah, you know, I think I'm just gonna have to, like, yeah. I have to go do a move objects and just really go to town on this thing. I may not necessarily do that right now. Come back next time. You know, give me a follow, that way you can you know when I do this again. Or of course you can also see my my Minecraft videos where I'm building let's see, I'm building a castle. Well, I've built a castle. I'm building a railroad. I'm building a rail line from I've got 2 homes. Oh, there we go. Thank you, V. There it is. There's a little zombie. I built a home in Minecraft, and then went off in search of a village. Got mortalized, just destroyed by the blankety blank pillagers that they've included in this in that freaking game. To the point where I couldn't leave for just getting killed constantly. You know, I lost all the stuff that I had a whole bunch of stuff on me, and I lost all of it. Look at the magic of television. Yes, indeed. Oh my god. Oh, come on. I'm too high. That didn't get. Just going around trying to find all the little. Well, okay, I don't need that. And here's the other rant I had last thing. I want bridges. I want actual bridges so I can bridge over these ponds. I don't have to separate the ponds. Because that's supposed to be an actual bridge over the top of a pond. Over the top, of a fountain. I mean, I use a fountain just because, well, I don't know how to make the ponds. I don't even know if you can do that anyway. I don't know how you can make a pond. Not a fountain pond, but a pond. There's so many things that this game comes close to doing, and just doesn't quite get there, And I don't know. And I'm not a programmer. I have no idea how. And I don't. My brother's a programmer. I don't even know if he can do this. I suppose he could if he did a lot more practice at it. But move objects and hide edges and things. Yeah, I suppose so. I guess. I don't know. But every time I'm trying to make a bridge over, it's like. Yeah, well, I mean, yes. Here's my point, though. We shouldn't have to use move objects in order to do that. They should give us a freaking bridge. Yeah, it's not out yet, so and it's supposed to do the things that a lot of people have been, particularly about Sims 4, that a lot of people are complaining about that Sims 4 doesn't do. Obviously it's the people that are making it are Sims fanatics. So they're obviously trying to bring back a thing that was lost. Because the people in charge of the Sims game and platform are unwilling, probably, mostly. I wouldn't necessarily say they're incapable, unless they wrote the code such that they put themselves in a corner that they can't get out of, which is possible. I mean, there's always ways to write yourself or paint yourself or whatever into a corner that you just can't get out of, Not without completely destroying and effectively having to start over again. So, I mean, it's entirely possible that they may not be able to do in this game some of the things that they've been able to do in the past, just because just through the the magic of television, the magic of creating this, to be able to give us this, they may have coded it such that they'd have to basically completely dismantle the platform and rewrite it in order so that they can incorporate, which would be more work than it's worth. But then again, they're not exactly telling us which of those two scenarios we're talking about. Did they paint themselves in the corner so that, we can't give you this thing because it's just not going to be possible to. We'd have to rewrite the entire game to do it. It sucks, but if we were to hear something like that, okay, and then we can get on them, left, right, and center for, well, why didn't you think of this in the first place? Why did you write the code in such a way that you've painted yourself into that corner? But I mean, at that point, it's a valid excuse. There's nothing we can do. But too often, I'm getting the impression that it's not a matter of we can't write the code. We can't write the code. It's we don't want to. That's what the silence that we're getting from, everybody complained about the skin textures and stuff like that, and it's taken them 4 or 5 years, 6 years for them to finally do something about that. It's taken us all this time to complain about certain things that they're finally getting to, but it's like, we shouldn't have to complain that much, that loud, to have certain things done. So yeah, that's exactly, and that's exactly the thing. The people can go in here, and there's any number of websites, some more popular than others, but full of people they're making modifications to this game, and not just, hey, I've built this new little piece of furniture or stuff like that. I'm talking about people that can manipulate how the characters act, how the characters do things, and that means that they got to get into the source code and manipulate it such that it'll do this or do that, or not do this and not do that. It'll take take things in, bring things in, take things out, whatever. If they can do it, and thank God that they do, we can add that into, we can, and of course we can pick and choose, hey, I want, hey, that sounds like a neat thing, let's throw that into the game. Or I hate whenever my Sims do this type of thing, oh, here's a mod that'll stop them from doing that. It's great that they can do that, but in certain instances, like a bridge over, an actual bridge over things, over ponds, over these pools of water. Yeah, I can bridge over a swimming pool. I can bridge over a swimming pool, but I can't bridge over a fountain. Huh? So, you'd think it'd be the same thing, but they coded this differently enough from a swimming pool that I can't bridge over it. What? One is for people, one is for not. Yeah, one is for fish, yes, or something. I don't know, but it's pools of water. It's just different depths. You'd think that you'd be able to. Just don't like bridges. I don't think the fish quite frankly care. Alrighty, so let's see. What else can I do? How much time do I got here? About 5-10 minutes here. So A nice open field here. With the door, okay, good. So, let's see. That's more or less done, that's more or less done. I mean, there's more flora and things that I can put in around here, but at the same time, that's not entirely my focus. You know, and you know, a lot of these rooms are, you know, like I said, the guy who created the manga that this is based off of, left a lot of rooms. You know, he made this building, but never showed what was in this room, for example. Never showed what was up here. To my knowledge, they never went into these rooms to do anything. They never went into this room to do anything. So we never saw what was actually in these rooms. They went through here. We saw this. We saw this. You know, we'd see, and we saw some of the bedrooms, but there's more room. You know, there's more. We never saw any of these rooms. We saw this area. We saw this area. We never saw back here. We never. There's a room over here, and there's a room over there. There's rooms back there. There's a hallway down there. We never saw down that hallway. Never saw in those rooms. We never saw into these rooms. We saw part of this room. Not all of it. I have no idea what's here. I know that there's stairs going up to this point. And it's a big, you know, this is all one big, you know, they call this the annex. This is all one big building here. But we only really ever saw the top and part of one room where the TV is. And that's not even the proper setup for the TV. But we never saw the rest of what's in this building. He never showed it to us. So I have no idea. So it's pure speculation on my part as to what's in here. And you know, it's you know, when I'm completely done, you know, getting all of the neat, you know, Japanese styled things, you know, placed in here, you know, replace all the doors with, and I still haven't done all that. You know, when I've replaced all the doors, I replaced all the windows. I've already done all the walls. Although I've got a Soji wall that it's extra content. I forget the word. But once I get all this stuff done, then I'll be uploading this so that, you know, other people can get it if they want, and they can fill up the space with whatever they want, whatever their character needs and stuff like that. So that'll be the plan there. But basically, I'm just gonna make this to as best as I can to recreate the Love Hina comic / manga. And so, you know, these bedrooms are gonna be, you know, I'll make the bedrooms look much more like the characters' bedrooms. So there's 6 characters altogether. So, and each one has their own. Each one is completely distinct. So I'm gonna have to kind of manipulate, you know, decorate the rooms and stuff like that to show, you know, their uniqueness. But like I said, there's more rooms back here. And actually, there's another girl that joins in later. So, but she doesn't actually occupy a room in here. She takes a room. She takes a room further down the hill. But anyway, that's story stuff. If you're interested, go Go watch some. Go watch Love Hina, or go pick up one of the books, and you'll get the storyline. Or you can always go to Wiki and get the. Wikipedia has become pretty much the Cliff Notes of old. For those of you old folks like me who know what Cliff Notes are, Wikipedia has pretty much taken the place of that now. So if you want to know the story of anything, book, TV, movie, anything, if you want to find out what the plot is, go to Wikipedia and look it up, and you get the plot line. In some cases, very detailed. It's like, okay, well, now I don't need to watch that because I just read about it. Anyway, okay, so that'll be it for today. We will do more in the future. Let's see. I think this is pretty much going to be it for the rest of the year, in fact. This is probably something I should have announced a lot sooner. This is going to be it for pretty much the rest of the year. I'm going to be, my next scheduled time would be falling on Christmas. And then I've got the following week, and everybody's on vacation. So we're going to be, well, not everybody. I'll be working. The rest of the family's going to be on vacation. So, when I'm home, we're going to be doing, things, family stuff. A little bit more than usual, or cleaning up the house or whatever. But yeah, so I won't really be able to do this again until my birthday on January 4th. So between now and my birthday, and I'll do special birthday something or other on January 4th. So that'll be Monday, January 4th, New Year. So for all of you who may be watching this either now or whenever I put this up on YouTube, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and if it's past either of those dates, and I hope it was good. Be safe and healthy and all, and we will see you next year. Stay strange. Bye.